Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another session of podcast. I wish and I'm sure you will enjoy listening to the broadcast. The multiple dimensions of water. So, first of all, water is an amazing creation of nature which has many dimensions. First, I would like to tell you water is divine. Don't think in terms of spiritual life and all that. Water by itself as a component, it's a divine component. Water has its own language. Water is very powerful. Water has enormous amount of energy. Water has a flexible character. In the sense, you take water and put it in a glass, it will take the shape of the glass. You put it in a test tube, it will take the shape of the test tube. You put it in a big vessel, it will take the shape of the big vessel. It can change its character to the place or the component in which it is stored. You may think water is very quiet. It is not. So, as a human being, we don't read the language of water. There are many species which can read the language of water. The highest dimension of water is life. Every living organism in this world for which water is the basic life. 70% or little more is our body or any other living organisms. You take animal kingdom or insect kingdom, it's all built with water. The highest mass there, according to astrophysics, is the oxygen and hydrogen atoms. So basically, the life on Earth is based on oxygen. So we are built, a human body is built with 65% of our human body is built with oxygen atoms. Now, water is a fantastic tool, and you know about it. We use water for cooking, we use water for, cleaning up ourselves for bathing, we use water to, clean up our clothes by washing our clothes. It goes on. Those are all the basic things for which we need the water. We use them as a tool only. And this entire world is driven by electricity today. Without electricity, it is just impossible for us to live at the moment. That is how we have created our environment, the gadgets around us, the housings, the lightings, even the water sources are driven by electricity. All the electricity is produced by using water as a tool. Remember, in a hydropower, we use the water flow from top to down. Water always flows towards gravity. So we rotate the turbine and we produce electricity. And we also, in all the thermal power stations, whether coal or whatever we burn, that we heat the water, steam it, evaporate it, the steam goes and rotate the turbine and we take electricity. Even in an atomic power plant, we break atoms of uranium, U-37, and then, the heat is generated. This heat is used to evaporate the water into steam, and the steam goes and rotates the turbine. So everywhere water is used as a tool in order to produce your electricity. Without electricity, no aspect of our life runs. It's only water is the base there. It's a tool there. But the ancients have used water in many dimensions other than these aspects as what we have been formulated, discovered or invented in the modern era in the last 200-300 years. Not more than that. Our science is very young. We are all a part of science. So water is used as a tool for molecular area, for atomic area. Water is the one which changed the dimension of our planet all the time. It takes lakhs of years. The land mass today, what we are living, was under the water many lakhs of years ago. So this land mass at the moment, after many lakhs of years ago, will be underwater and the new land will be born for many generations to live. That is how nature can give a pure, good environment, because the landmass given to us is been completely polluted by all our activities. So the water takes over and gives you a new land, maybe after some millions of years. It's a process which we cannot understand. If you can develop the potential of your brain, you can understand the language of water, you read the memory of the water, you can understand the entire secrets of this universe. What people are more wanting to know is about H2O and H3O2. H2O is the water, what we find in nature. H3O2 is the water which we find in living organisms. 70% of the water molecules in our body is exclusive zone water, is H3O2, because the air which we breathe is O2. A single atom of oxygen found in the higher altitude is always unstable. The one which we breathe in the low atmosphere where we live is O2, the covalent bond of two oxygen bonding with each other. It's called the dioxygen. So body will not accept H2O. The moment the H2O goes in, it will be slowly, through certain mechanisms in our physiology, it gets converted to H3O2. Even at the mitochondrial level of the electron transport chain, when the proton of the hydrogens are moved, held between the intermediate space of the membrane of the mitochondria, where the oxygen gets supplied there by the blood, and then these protons are converted into water. So we produce our own water. All the water inside our body is, H3O2. Not that modern science is not able to understand. They've been doing a lot of tremendous work in the last 100 years or a little bit more. They are slowly trying to understand the status of water, the dimensions of water. Maybe in future, there are people like Jack Kruse who are studying quantum biology who can understand the powerful part of the H3O2 of our human body. And they understand the structured water in nature, which is H3O2, which has a very small life. And then it becomes again H2O. So we are not at the moment in a position to produce H3O2, which is stable, which we will be able to achieve with all the scientific schools working on it. And if in that case, that can give us a lot of healthy situation to reduce the physiological function by directly consuming H3O2. Thank you very much for spending your quality time. Thank you very much for your attention. I wish you enjoyed this session. See you later.